Did you ever have places that you just used to hang out as a kid and then you kind of look at it as an adult and go like, that was really sketchy? I'm going to tell you about the Scottish castle that I used to hang around in as a kid. So, I've got family up in Scotland, and we're pretty tucked away. You know what I mean? You drive a lot through the mountains, you drive a lot through the country. It's a little town. I won't say where because I don't want to give away certain locations, but let's just say that we are very north in a town that's next to a beach. It's got its own little fishing village kind of thing. And it's a really, really nice place. But when I was a teenager, I think I hung around too much, you know what I mean? So I used to go on these little walks. And one of my family members turned around to me and went, "Oh, you do realise that there's like this abandoned castle up on the hill at the top?" And I said like, abandoned castle? And she's like, yeah. So she gave me this map and she tells me roughly where it is. And she goes, just go find it. So I walk along these country roads, and I mean, we are talking country roads in Scotland with cliffs that are very narrow, no footpaths or anything like that. There's no sidewalks, and you have to walk, I think it's in the direction of the traffic, as I remember it, so that they can see you. And when you go around bends, you have to go around the outside of the bend so that people can see you, so that you don't get stuck between a cliff face and a car kind of thing. Because that's the kind of environment that it was, really narrow roads. And I found this little gate, and apparently this is where the castle led up to. So I start going, I climb over the gate, and I start walking up this hill, and of course it's like zigzagging all the way up. And there's like, I remember specifically that there was a dead rabbit in the middle, and I thought, this is an omen. This is an omen, right? I'm literally in the middle of nowhere in Scotland and there's a dead rabbit. This is an omen. So anyway, me being myself on my own as a teenager, when I'm really bored, I'm going to walk up this thing. I go up the side of the hill and I start seeing the remains of what looks to be a castle. And it's all old stone and stuff. And it's kind of weird because in England, when things degrade, they kind of crumble, but in Scotland, they don't really crumble that much. They kind of just wear out. So anyway, I go around this wall, and I see this little castle thing, and it's mostly covered in trees, so you can't see everything. But you're walking through the front, and it's this massive open hall. And then it's got where little fireplaces used to be all along the walls. And apparently that was like the banquet area, kind of dining area kind of thing. And then there's this little spiral staircase at the back that takes you up. And it's got a roof. It is concrete, you know. Me being a teenager looking at the concrete roof going, how long has this been here? And is this sturdy? And is this safe to go up kind of thing? So I go up this little spiral staircase at the side, and I go up on the top, and I'm like tapping with my foot to make sure that it's not going to fall through. And I went up there, and massive window at the top. Obviously the glass is missing, but massive window frame. The most beautiful view that I've ever seen of Scotland. It was, you could see the bay, you could see all the fishing like village thing at the back, and then you could see the mountains in the distance. And it was just beautiful. I used to hang around there on a good number of occasions. And it's kind of weird now looking back at it, because I've been down there recently and it's now a tourist attraction. They basically pulled back all of the trees. They pulled back practically everything, really. They built buildings. They put pathways down. The castle itself that I used to go up, originally the tourists weren't allowed up there. They basically, what do you call them? The metal gates kind of thing. They put those over the hallway so that you couldn't get down it. But everything else was intact. And there were things that I didn't even know that were there, like straight under my nose. Now nowadays, since I've been back recently, they have opened everything up. But it's just a really interesting kind of place that I've been to, and hopefully I go back to at some point. But I want to know down in the comments, what's the sketchiest places that you used to hang around as teenagers?